AT&T now has a automatic cloud message backup system. You can opt out of that. If you don't want your stuff on the cloud, you don't have to have it on the cloud. Generally, it doesn't automatically go there. Now on the iPhone, if you have iCloud, that's the iPhone's cloud, if it's turned on and the little green boxes are checked, everything that's checked green is going up to the cloud. So it's optional. If you don't want stuff on the cloud, you can turn it off, and if you need help, you can always go to your cell phone carrier, and we can help you to do that today, but if anyone else needs help, you can always go somewhere else and have it.
A lot of times, the way I have mine set up to go to, I do have the cloud. I have my pictures and my contacts and my calendar only. Those are the only things that I have set to save on the cloud, because of course I don't want my contacts or my pictures missing.
Most stuff is still transferable without using the cloud. The cloud is not always just used for transferring. It's used for like
security.
Well, it's also used for a central location to access stuff from. So that means your stuff is here. Anything else you have, other devices, you can always grab your information from there and see it. You have documents that you want to be able to access from anywhere. Loading them to the cloud allows you to see them or access them from anything. If you have something on your tablet, like a picture, so you can save it to the device or save it to the cloud. So the cloud, all the cloud is a computer somewhere, and it's sending it there, and it's basically a secondary backup. So if something happens to your device, it's stored there. You can always access it from another device later. So you can go on your computer and see it, or on another tablet or a phone. So that's what that is. Everything has a limit, and it all depends on how much you bought when you got it. Each phone, some come with more storage than others. Some have expandable storage, means you can add storage to it. But when you upload to the cloud, it doesn't necessarily mean it frees up storage unless you delete what was on the phone. So if you upload it and then delete what was on the phone, then you free up storage there. But if not, it's just duplicated.
Right. So a lot of times, what I've noticed with a lot of iPhone users, where Apple tends to get their customers is they'll run out of storage on their phones. So then this lovely box will come up and say, buy more storage. It's not buying more storage for your phone. It is actually buying more storage for your cloud, to be able to move and save the things on your phone, on your cloud. So you're still in the same predicament where you don't have any storage in your phone. You would have to, just like you said, delete things. The things that pretty much, what a lot of people don't realize, that takes up the most memory on the phone are videos, because we like to take these long videos. Pictures, but not as, it's primarily videos and messages. iPhones.
If you message a lot,
yes,
you have to message a lot.
If you message a lot, and if you have a lot of attachments in your messages, like for me, for instance, I have about 4 gigs of storage, and it's just messages. I don't delete messages. And they have a lot of attachments in it. So that's where a lot of it comes from too. For now, what we're going to do is we're going to separate by device: Android users and Apple users and tablets.
And Windows users.
And Windows users too.
My name is Alexa Kaufman, Director of Communications for AT&T. We're here today is to work with seniors in the community to try to teach them a little bit more about how to use their wireless phone or tablets more effectively. What we've found is that about 20% of seniors are comfortable trying to figure this stuff out on their own, and about 75% really feel that they want someone to help walk them through this. So we're doing a number of events at senior centers in order to sit down with these folks one-on-one and with their phones and teach them how to use it so they get a little bit more comfortable. So we've got a number of different groups over here. Let's start over here. We've got a group of ladies working with one of our folks. These folks all have iPhones, so they're learning a little bit more about how to use those devices, learning a little bit more about how to do email, how to open and close apps so you don't run up too many data charges. This woman here's got her menus open, so she's learning a little bit more about her settings and that sort of thing. So the goal is to work with folks one-on-one and provide a really personalized experience that lets them come away feeling much more comfortable about their device. Now, if we want to walk over here a little bit more, the second most popular, or another one of the most popular devices that people use are Android-based devices. That's just the operating system that these devices run on. So we have a group of folks here looking at that, and let's see if we can learn a little bit more about what they're doing.
Well,
all right.
But what I'm trying to do is see if it will.
So we're learning about how to use different applications over here. If you want to come in and do this, he's helping her see how different applications can use location services to help you identify where the nearest movie theater is, where the nearest gas station is, that sort of thing. So they're learning a little bit more about apps, what kinds of apps are available, what kinds of applications might make sense for them to experiment a little bit more as they get more comfortable in a mobile environment. Hi ladies, how are you doing? Okay. Good, good. Learning about passwords.
We need somebody to show us.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's a really good idea to set up a password for all of your devices so that somebody can't just pick it up and start using it. So Tamika over here might be able to help us with that. Yes. Or I'll get with one of the other folks to do that. But that's a really good idea. It's a really good basic.
We put the password and it goes off. Like I have my password.
Okay, you have your password. So this is telling you that you have the incorrect password in there. So this one, if you want to sign in, so it looks like this is the incorrect password. What I would encourage you to do is try typing it in again. Make sure that you've got the right password there. They're learning about setting passwords and trying to make their devices secure, to make sure that they're not in a situation where if somebody picks it up, they can make phone calls or access applications or photos or personal information and that sort of thing. So that's something we really do try to stress with seniors, is to make sure that they're keeping their information safe and their devices safe. Over here we've got a group of people looking at tablets. They operate a lot like a smartphone, but tend to be a little bit larger, which is popular with some of our more senior customers, and tend to be a little bit more data centric. Obviously people aren't making phone calls and that sort of thing. So we've got a group of folks over here learning a little bit more about how to effectively use their tablets. Some of these lessons are the same, about passwords. What are we working on over here, ladies?
We're actually working with the Kindles, and we're showing them about the apps and stuff like that, and then we're going to work on the iPads.
Great, great. The Kindles and the iPads.
Yeah, definitely. Really
Great. Absolutely. So the Kindle's obviously primarily a reading device, but it can actually do a whole lot more these days. So these ladies are learning a little bit about that, which will be a lot of fun. And also learning a little bit more how to use their iPads. So the goal is really to try to let people ask their own individual questions and decide, and really just sort of be there for them to answer those questions and make sure that they're feeling better about the whole thing as they walk away.
Michelle Hathaway, Cardiovascular Health Promotions Coordinator at Suburban Hospital.
So Michelle, we'd love to hear a little bit more about how this event came to be and why you put it together.
Great. Well, I'm so excited to be able to have this event. This kind of came from our partners with OASIS Institute, and they were having similar programs in Montgomery County. And so I do a lot of work primarily in Prince George's County related to cardiovascular health and other chronic diseases. And every month here at the Gwendolyn Britt Senior Activity Center, we have different monthly health seminars. We have done the programming in Montgomery County, but I wanted to have it here in Prince George's County. And we have been working with AT&T and the OASIS Institute and myself from Suburban Hospital to make sure this event kind of came to fruition.
Great. And how many folks do we have here today about?
We have about 25.
Great. And so is that considered a good turnout for one of these programs?
Excellent turnout. As I was was planning this, the response was already really enthusiastic. A lot of the seniors have so many questions because a lot of the time their sons and daughters are buying them these devices and they don't know how to use it. And as we live in the age of technology, they are ready to move with it. So there was a lot of enthusiasm and very energetic. So the group we have here today is excellent.
Yeah, we're really excited. It sounds like a lot of really great questions out there too. Talk to us a little bit about why it might be important for a senior to have a smartphone, or how they might use a smartphone that's really unique to them.
Absolutely, that's a great question. And a lot of the programs, since I do work at a hospital, majority of the program that I do is focus on health. And this is actually a big part of health and wellness. So being able to have a phone and being able to use all the capabilities of a phone, it really contributes to safety and their health, because there are so many health apps out there that they can use to improve their health, as well as different ways for them to be more safe and secure. The options are endless, and the response definitely is testament to the desire and the need for the 60-plus group to be learning more about technology.
One of the things that we find, as Michelle indicated, is that we've got kids, sons and daughters who have a more senior parent wanting to buy them a smartphone, to kind of even give themselves a sense of security, right? Having that sort of constant sort of communication, being able to get in touch if they fall down, the fact that they have something with them, they can call, whatever it is. But what we're seeing over time, especially as seniors become more comfortable with technology, is that they are using their phone as more than just a phone. It's not about just calling anymore. A lot of these phones have interfaces that can measure heart rate, sleep activity, those types of things, and really kind of help people have a clearer picture of sort of their current state of health, which is really exciting. And we are seeing interest among seniors in that type of technology. So it's really changing. If the ability to vote online takes place, obviously a smartphone being internet ready would enable you to do that. But it would be a really great thing to see. I'd love to see an application someday that allowed anyone to vote from anywhere through some sort of authentication. It's great. This is the first one of these sessions that we've done in Prince George's County. Are there plans for others?
I hope so. Hopefully this was a great start with AT&T to maybe do a second session once those who are more comfortable at the beginning level may want another session for more intermediate. So I would love to continue to work with the partnering organizations to have another session. There's definitely a need for it, and certainly really just enhances the quality of life for the seniors.
Yeah, and we look forward to partnering with you on that.
Great.